It's day 18 of driving my self-converted electric vintage van across the US. We're still in this mechanic workshop, and there's one last thing we're going to try this morning, and unfortunately, if that doesn't work, we're going to have to postpone the last few days of the trip and come and rescue the van another time, and I'm going to rent a car today. It's a sad sight to see the van up on the back of the tow truck. These things happen, you know. Also, I've only been outside a couple of minutes and I am freezing. It is, I can't even describe how cold it is. We're gonna have it up on there. It's funny because that's where I spent 3 months of my 2020, was underneath one of those racks under the van, like bolting on battery boxes. So this is Tyler, he's been my saviour the last couple of days, and we're doing one last attempt
to try to get the Volkswagen going down here.
Yeah. Bro, thanks for all the help, it's been amazing. This box I need to open up, and then there's a connector right here.
Okay, we don't have to worry about getting electrocuted taking that panel off.
No, the pan, I might put on some gloves just in case. I might need a screwdriver to prise this open.
That looks like a nightmare to me.
Wow, this sealant is really...
You need a hammer? What's this wire here? I'll tell you what, we're gonna look, and if we don't see an obvious problem, we're gonna get it out of here, okay?
Yeah,
because I'm not comfortable.
Honestly, at this point, I'm almost like, this could take a while.
Yeah, and we're not touching it. I think it's just gonna be best. I hate to say this, but get it out of here.
Yeah, it was worth having a quick look, but I think...
a quick look underneath. I'm not seeing any obvious things, and I don't want us touching it.
Unfortunately, after a quick look underneath, and all of us realizing it's going to be a few hours even just to like prise off the box lid and have a proper look at underneath, and then realistically it could be a multitude of problems. So we've made the decision, unfortunately, to pause the trip, to postpone the last leg. I might need to get it towed somewhere else to work on it, fix it, and we can continue the rest of this video just getting to New York and celebrating with Raya and our families. I don't want to see this as a failure, more of a, just a postponing of the final chapter. Well, after running around for a few hours and calling different people, I found us a ride to New York. This is our ride. How do you feel about that, Kelly? She's not sure. Yep, this is us, Kelly. This is our new car. I'm sorry. We're back. We need to load up from the van. Pretty sad, but also it just leaves room for chapter 2 of the trip, which I'm still dedicated to making this work. Farewell, my sweet princess. I hope she's going to be okay. My current plan is to see if I could tow it to my friend a few states away, and then we could work on it to repair it in his workshop. It's time to roll. Okay, we're finally off on our way to Hudson, New York, to reunite with Raya and see the family. We've got like a 6-hour drive ahead of us, but if all goes to plan, we should be arriving early evening. Kelly, how are you feeling? You doing okay? I know it's a bit of a bummer that I had to leave the van, but on the plus side, it is toasty and warm in here, and I am deeply grateful to have the modern luxuries of heating in the car. Callie's happy, curled up in a little ball next to me. I'm just happy to have got 90% of the way. I'm just exhausted and ready to have a little break, to be honest. I've just stopped to refuel. I've probably covered 250 miles today and I've just refueled in like 2 minutes, got a coffee. And now if I wanted to, I could drive like another 350 miles on this tank. It's just reminded me we've still got a way to go to compete with fossil fuel driven vehicles before electric vehicles are gonna A, give us long distance, like good range, and B, refuel or top up at a faster rate. I do know kind of the superchargers are getting there. I think that's the next step for my electric van, is to try and somehow install some kind of faster charging. I cannot wait to get to Hudson to see Raya. Oh, I'm feeling very, very excited. Also, these mountains have just been getting more and more insane. I think it would have reduced my range with the cold and the mountains, maybe even down to like 80 miles a day, or 80 miles a charge at least. So I probably wouldn't have been able to push much more than 160 a day with 2 charges. I think this whole thing's a really good test though for the next kind of adventure I do in the van. And if I ever do manage to figure out the solar powered situation. I've got a lot of experience under my belt now, doing a proper EV road trip. Kelly, I think I'm going to give you a shower tonight because you're a little bit smelly. We're only 35 minutes away from Hudson and finishing this pretty intense adventure for the moment. I'll update you at the end of this video, but I just heard some exciting potential news about the van and the next phase of its life and getting it repaired, and hopefully also starting to figure out this bigger vision of traveling fully solar powered, which definitely wouldn't have worked this trip because of the lack of daylight, the lack of good sunshine, but in good weather, longer days like in the summer, I think it could be more freeing than traveling, having to go to specific charger locations or RV parks. I think if there's enough sunlight, you could park anywhere, less likely to run out of charge because you don't have to be getting to a certain spot to find the chargers. I'm excited. I think that's the next step. Six minutes away. 6 minutes away. It's been a tough 3 weeks. I just cannot wait to run and hug Raya. This is going to be your hometown for the next like 10 days. Are you excited to go for a little walk? Let's just park up here.
Hi!
Oh, I made it.
Oh, you made it.
I made it.
Oh my gosh. Come in the warm.
Okay, come on, Kelly. Oh my goodness. I'm here. I need a shower. Callie needs a shower.
You need food.
I need to wash my clothes.
You need a real meal.
I need food.
You made
Freaking
it.
drove across the country.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, you've done so well, my
I'm
love.
so proud of you.
You've done so well.
Yeah.
You can relax now. No more driving around.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Raya and I got to spend the most wonderful Christmas exploring beautiful upstate New York with our families. And it was a much needed break after a challenging few weeks. The good news is my van has been rescued and towed to my friend Brett's workshop. The bad news It's a third of the way back across the country, and it will be months before I can continue my journey. But here's the exciting part. Brett and his wife Kira are going to help me turn my van into a fully solar-powered vehicle. This was my original plan for the trip, but I'm glad I didn't attempt it during the winter with all the cloudy days and limited sunlight. With their company Solar Roller, they've already built several fully solar-powered camper vans and RVs, so I couldn't be in better hands. And I am truly excited for the next chapter of the Volkswagen. And while I wait for the solar upgrade project to start, I'm already planning another electric conversion project, a vintage VW Beetle back in the UK. So if you've enjoyed this series and are excited for what's to come on my channel, please hit the subscribe button. I know half of you watching aren't subscribed yet, so your support would mean the world to me. I hope you've all had a great start to the year, and I'll see you in the next video.